Hey guys, it's me Morvi and I'm here once again with a complete walkthrough. Today we are playing Peppa Pig. It's one of the newest games on the Gamepass and it's also become one of the easiest and fastest games to complete as well. It's up there with Townscaper, Unpacking and Donut County. Now before we start, if you're looking for your next Gamepass achievement fix, why not check out my latest Gamepass guides for Umurangi and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. If this video helped you out, let me know down in the comments section. If you want to see more of my content, why not help the channel out and click that sub button below. And as always, hit that like button. Now, let's get into the walkthrough and get that 1000 gamer score. Okay, first things first, we're going to start up the game and create our character. There's a bunch of variation and I took way longer than I would like to admit. And none of this affects the game in any way, so any random selection will suffice. This was my outcome, and quite frankly, I'm an artist. Moving into the game, we're put into a quick tutorial on the controls. This one isn't the most difficult, and we only really have to worry about walking left and right and pressing A on various objects and people. The first thing we need to interact with is this butterfly. Simply walk up to it and press the A button. Next thing you know, the little lad's landed on your hand. We're going to watch the little cutscene and then we're going to move on. The second item we need to interact with is this gate. To open it, walk up to the gate and also press A. If you're seeing a pattern here, then A is pretty much the only button we're going to be pressing, as well as left and right. So go ahead and open that gate now. You'll know you're at the end when you speak to this rabbit here and she'll let you know that you're on the way to see Peppa Pig. Once you have control of your character again, walk up to her once again and press A and you'll start a dialogue with her. She'll let us know that we're on the right track and if we keep walking to the right, we'll get to Peppa Pig's house. So once she's done speaking, keep on walking. You can interact with this mud puddle here like I'm doing now, but you don't actually have to do this. I just wanted to get muddy. So walk all the way to the right of the screen, we'll hit a loading screen and then we'll see Peppa's house. When your game is done loading, you will see Peppa's house. You'll go to a little cutscene where Peppa's looking out the window and they'll see us coming up the path. We'll be let back into the house and once they're done talking, we'll regain control of our character and then we can explore the house. You can go upstairs to Peppa's room and this is where you can change your outfit, get some toys to hold on to. It's not really needed at the minute, but I'll show you real quick.
This is my room.
So we don't need anything in Peppa's room at the minute, but up here, if you come to this basket, you can find all sorts of toys that you can hold on to. On the right, if you go over to this chest here, you can change your outfit. I was a pirate, but I wasn't really feeling that, so I went back a little later, so I changed to the nurse's outfit. It went a lot better with my pills that I was holding on to. Right, now, step outside Peppa's room, go downstairs, and we're going to make our way to the right-hand side of the screen. This will bring us into the kitchen, and this is where Daddy Pig is. We're going to go up to him and press the A button, and this will start a dialogue with him. You'll introduce yourself as Peppa's new friend and ask if we're having a nice time. Once he's said this, that is all that he wants to say right now, so we're going to make our way further to the right hand side of the screen into the front room, and then we're going to meet Mummy Pig. We're going to go up to her and press A. This will turn the light on the left hand side off. Once we can't press A on her anymore, we're going to go up to the TV and we're going to turn it on. And this will start the next part of the level, and this is where we're going to be getting our first achievement.
Do you like Mr. Potato? Peppa does.
After a short chat with Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig will come in and say that he's lost his glasses.
I can't find them anywhere.
As you can remember, he literally just had them, so I have no idea how he lost them, but it is our job to go and find them. Worry not, Daddy Pig, we've got you covered.
They have to be somewhere around
Simply
the
make your way
house.
to the left-hand side of the screen and you'll make your way into the kitchen. Go left again and you'll get to the foyer. Go up the stairs and we'll get to Peppa's room, and then you'll find them slap bang in the middle of the room there. What he was doing up there, I don't know, and I'm not really going to ask any questions, to be quite honest. So go up to them, press A, and then we're going to make our way back downstairs and pass them to Daddy Pig, and we'll get our first achievement. you'll find Daddy Pig in the front room where the TV is. So make your way down the stairs, go right once again when you're in the kitchen, and he'll be there. As soon as you walk into the room, the achievement, Daddy's glasses, will pop. That's our first achievement under our belt. Now, 10 more to get.
Peppa. Thank you. And thank you. You are a great friend to Peppa.
Once we have our first achievement, we can pretty much explore wherever we fancy. For this guide, the next stop is the beach. To do this, we're going to make our way to the far left inside Peppa's house, and then we'll find ourselves outside. As you can see here, I don't know what happened, but I was examining the achievements outside Peppa's house, and I think the game thought I was maybe a little bit too long, so it just started a new cutscene for me. So this bunny turns up and she starts giving us ice cream, so we're going to have to sit through this cutscene here as she hands out ice cream to all the family members. I was a little bit scared that I wasn't going to get one myself, but don't you worry, we do get one in the end.
It's settled then. Ice cream for Rabbit.
I will skip this bit here as she does waffle on a little bit about the ice cream. But yes, sit through this cutscene and we can move on to our next achievement. Once you've got through this cutscene, we're going to find ourselves next to the mud puddle, but this time Peppa's going to be with us. Continue making our way to the left-hand side, and we'll find ourselves in the meadow with Mummy Pig looking on. Simply continue walk to the left-hand side. Once we get to the other end, we'll hit a loading screen, then once that's loaded up, we'll be at Granny and Grandpa's house. When we're outside Granny and Grandpa's house, we're going to go up to the yellow car and then we're going to press A. This will start another loading screen, and next thing you know, we're playing Forza. Only kidding. Make your way to the right of the screen while driving the car, and this will get us another loading screen. Once we're through, we'll be at the beach. When we reach the beach, we will hit another cutscene with Granny and Grandpa. They will tell us all about the beach and all different types of beaches. This game is pretty good at teaching young people about the world. I know this game isn't really made for my age range, but it is good to see that people are making great educational stuff that fits in with the subject matter. They aren't just using Peppa Pig's name and making a silly game about it. So yeah, well done guys. This is pretty cool. I like it. This does have some lengthy dialogue, so you might be waiting a minute or two, but eventually you'll be able to get control of your character once again.
Pools of water between the rocks. It's fun to see what's in them.
That's right. When the sea goes out, it always leaves behind something special in the rock pools.
Really? What kind of things are we going to find?
Why don't you and your friend have a look in the rock pools and put what you find in the bucket?
Take a look.
You will see some rock pools ahead of you. We're going to make our way over to the rock pools and then press A. This is where we're getting our second achievement. We will need to find 3 things inside the rock pool. The first time we press A on the rock pool, we will find a coin. After some talking, we'll be able to press A on the rock pool once again. And the second item we will find is a crab. And fair play to how brave our character is, there is no way in hell that I'm picking up a massive demon crab up like that.
I found a crab in the rock pool. Don't be a naughty.
And last but not least, the final item we'll find is a shell. And this will pop the achievement, what's in these rock pools? And this will bag us another 80 gamer score.
Did you know that if you put a shell to your ear, you can hear the sea?
Okay, now once that achievement has popped, we have quite a lot of dialogue to get through, so I'm sorry for this.
You have found all the things in the rock pools and have learned a lot about rocky beaches.
Once we're done at the rock pool, we're going to find Mummy and Daddy Pig. And they're going to want to have a beach day. They brought all sorts of toys for us to play with. So if you want to, you can have a kickabout. You can go for a little swim if that's what you so want to do. But these have no bearings on any achievements whatsoever. So really, if you want to do it, it's up to you. But I wouldn't bother if you're looking to get the quickest achievements going. So as you see Granny and Grandpa's yellow car, press A on that now. And we can get out of here. And we'll make our way back to Granny and Grandpa's house. And this is where we'll be getting our third achievement. When we find ourselves outside Granny and Grandpa's house, we're going to make our way to the door and then press A. We're going to go inside the house.
Always has a great time here. Polly Parrot imitates.
When we're inside, we are greeted by a parrot. Apparently he's called Polly, so hello Polly the parrot. Then Granny Pig will come in and say that her chickens have escaped and that we need to help her out to get them back. Why is it always the pesky chickens? The first chicken is very easy to get as it is inside the house. This is one that will walk up to you during the cutscene when Granny tells you that the chickens are missing. So we're going to go up to it, press A, then we're going to make our way to the right hand side of the building and then we're going to find ourselves outside the house. Now we're going to keep walking left, we're going to go through 3 backdrops and then we're going to find Granny. As you'll see, we're walking past both the other chickens that we need to find, so keep a little mental map of where they are and we'll come back to them later.
Excellent. Only 2 more chickens left.
Now, once Granny has stopped her little waffle, we regain the control of our character again. Now we're going to backtrack. To make things easier, we're going to make our way all the way back to the house and we're going to get the chicken that is outside the house. This way we don't have to do so much walking on our 3rd trip. So walk past Grandpa digging, walk past all the vegetables growing and keep walking right until we get to the house. We'll find the chicken, go up to it and press A and we'll grab it. Now we have to do the long walk back to Granny and we can place our 2nd chicken down.
Thank you. I think there's still 1 chicken missing.
The 3rd and final chicken, as we've seen twice already, is just where Grandpa is. So take a step to the right hand side to change the screen. We should see the chicken just wandering about just below Grandpa. Go up to it, press A and we're going to walk it back to Granny.
That was the last
This is our
one.
3rd and final chicken that we need to get and this will pop the achievement, rounding up the chickens. Another easy one under our belt. Okay, now we're done with Granny and her chickens. So once we've done that, we're going to make our way to the right hand side of the screen and we're going to start a new cutscene with Grandpa and he's going to teach us all about growing vegetables. He'll teach us all about compost and manure and how it will help grow plants big and strong. I'm just going to speed this bit up a little bit as Grandpa does like to waffle on. And then we'll regain our character and he will ask us to get some manure ourselves. So go over to the big compost patch and press A. Once you've done that, our character will put some compost on the floor.
Oh, great job. Now the plants will grow strong and tall.
We'll then need to go over to Grandpa and press A to interact with him. He will then tell us about planting seeds. Once we've had a little chat with him, he will tell us to go find a seed in the garden. I would recommend going to the nearest vegetable patch to us, and that is the pumpkins. Go over to them and press A, and then this will make us pick up a pumpkin seed. Once we've got that, we're going to walk our way back over to Grandpa, and we'll start having a chat to him, and we'll show him our seed. First things first, we need to make a little hole in the dirt, so we're going to press A when it allows us. This will make a hole in the ground just for our seed to go into. Once Peppa's done speaking, we can press A again and we'll drop our seed into the hole. Then we need to press A once more to fill the hole up.
And water it.
Finally, we're going to press A to pick up the watering can and we're going to give our seed a nice little water.
Fantastic. Now a new
We're going to have another little chat with Grandpa and we're going to ask how long it's going to take for our plant to grow. And he lets us know it's going to take ages.
Plants grow very
But at least we know how to plant seeds now, so thanks Grandpa.
Back every once in a while to see how much the plant has grown.
Good job. You have planted a new seed in Grandpa's garden. Make sure to come back here every once in a while to see.
Now, once we've done that, we can make our way to the right of the screen. Walk past all the vegetables and we're going to make our way back to the house. Once we're at the house, we're going to go over to the right hand side and we're going to keep on running because now we're going home. Once again, we'll find ourselves in the meadow. As you can see, there is a kite here that you can fly, but it's not necessary. It's just something fun that you can do. As you can see, I'm having a whale of a time. Keep making your way to the right hand side and we'll find ourselves back to the mud puddle. Keep going right and we'll be back at Peppa Pig's house. Press A onto the door and we'll go inside. and then we'll be hit with a cutscene by Mummy and Daddy Pig telling us that we're going to go on to an adventure to Windy Castle.
There you
And Windy Castle is our next achievement.
Taking you and your
So,
friends
I'll
to
be back
Windy
after this
Castle.
cutscene.
Windy Castle has a very tall tower. We'll get a view of the whole town. You'll see.
Hooray! Dinosaur!
No, George, I'm afraid there are no dinosaurs up there.
Dinosaur!
But you can take Mr. Dinosaur with you.
Dinosaur!
All right then. Why don't you two go and wait for us in the car while we finish getting ready?
Yes, Daddy! We'll go there right away! Let's go to the car. Daddy will drive us to Windy Castle.
After the cutscene, we'll be treated to a round of Crazy Taxi. All you have to do is drive to the left-hand side of the screen. If you hold A, your car does go a little bit faster. So please bear that in mind. As we get to the far left, we'll be hit with another cutscene as we're pulling up to Windy Castle. The cutscene will carry on all the way until we reach to the top of the castle, and that's where our achievement is hiding. So, sit through this little chat. Daddy Pig will tell us that the view's amazing, so we'll follow him up to the top. And then once you reach the top, the cutscene will end and the achievement will pop, and that achievement is a view from Windy Castle. Once you've got the achievement, press A on the telescope, and then Peppa will show us all the places that we can visit. A lot of the places that we're looking at are attached to achievements, so bear that in mind. This bit is quite dialogue heavy, so I'm just going to speed it up here. It's going to take a minute before you get control of your character again, but once you do, we can leave this area and Windy Castle is done and dusted. Once the cutscene's over, we'll take control of our character and we'll make our way back to the red car and press A. Now, once again, we have to drive, but this time we're driving back home. The cutscene will start up and we'll see that there is some construction going on in the road. We'll have a little chat with the workers and they'll inform us that we have to take the other path. This doesn't actually do anything to the game, we still end up at Peppa Pig's house. I don't know why they added this in, but yep, we've got to sit through this once again, and then we can take the path to the right hand side and carry on our journey. And then after that we'll take control of the car and we can drive back home. And we'll get back to Peppa Pig's house. Now I did run around the house to see if we need to do anything more, and we don't. And when I stepped outside, Peppa said that we should go to Granny and Grandpa's house, but we are not going to do that because we've already done that earlier. What we are going to do is once we regain control of our character is go to the right of the house and we're going to jump on the bikes. So go up to the bike and press A. Once we do that, a loading screen will pop up and then we'll be in another meadow. This time we'll be riding our bikes. We're not the fastest pedalers, but we can get up crazy hills like this, so fair play to them. I couldn't do that. Once you make your way to the far right side, we'll be greeted to the next area, the forest. When we pull into this area, we want to run up the hill and talk to this rabbit here who has the hot air balloon. When you chat to her, she will say that it's a lovely day to go on a ride, so go up to the hot air balloon and press A, as this is going to take us to the snowy mountains where our next achievement is hiding. Before we get to the mountains, we do have to fly the hot air balloon. It's pretty much exactly the same as driving the car, but this time we go up and down instead of left and right. This takes around 30 seconds and then we can get on to the next area. Once we make it to the far right hand side, we meet it with Snowy Mountain. We're going to let the bunny land the hot air balloon and then we're going to take control of our character again.
Snowy Mountain! The ski lift looks fun. Or we could ice skate.
We're going to walk a little bit to the right and we'll see a little snowy hill. And on top of that hill we can press A. This will let us grab a seat and we can go further up the mountain. So we'll enjoy our little ride on here. Then once we get to the top, this is where our next achievement is.
Do you know how to ski? Miss Rabbit will give us skis to go down the mountain.
For this achievement, we need to build a snowman. So we're going to go up to this snowman here and press A on him.
I love
This will start a little cutscene and it will say that we should build one ourselves. This one is really, really easy. You just need to find the parts to build the snowman. So once the cutscene ends, you will see the big ball and the smaller ball. First things first, we're going to go up to the big ball and press A, and we'll start a cutscene where we're rolling it up. Once that cutscene ends, we're going to make our way to the left again and go for the smaller ball. This is going to be the head of our snowman.
We can use that bit for a face.
Next thing we're going to do, we can go to the right of the screen and we'll see the other items that we need are on the right hand side. What I did, I went for the furthest one just so it's easier on my second and third run back. And one by one, pick up these items and add them to the snowman. These are eyes and a face, a nose and some arms. Do these 3 trips and that will be our achievement done. And that achievement is the best snowman ever.
This is the best snowman ever. We did it! Hooray!
Once we have that achievement, we'll take control of our character once again, and if we walk just to the right, we'll go to the ski shop. We need to use the skis to get back down the hill. So have a little chat with the bunny, then the next thing you know, you've got a pair of skis on your feet and you're blasting down the hill. Just like the car, hold the left stick left and you'll fly down that hill.
I'm right behind you!
Once you're at the bottom, go up to the bunny once again who has the hot air balloon, have a chat with her, and we'll get back into the hot air balloon and she'll take us back to the forest. So we have to fly the hot air balloon once again, but this time we're going to the left hand side. Same as before, just float up and down until the screen changes to a loading screen. And then we'll be back to business hunting some more achievements.
The forest!
Okay, once we've landed, we're going to go to the right hand side. As you can see here, there is a butterfly that we can interact with. Go up to it and press A and it will land on us. We don't actually need to do anything to this butterfly. This is just an additional little thing that you can do. Now, push on to the right. As we're going further right, the screen will zoom out and you'll see the hill is getting bigger. When we get to the next screen, Mama Pig will tell us that we need to recycle. So we'll go around and pick up any of the rubbish that we see on the floor and we're going to put it in the bin. Once the 3 pieces are picked up, we're going to go over to the fence on the right hand side, press A on it and open it up. Then we're going to go through it. As you can see, there's a few more bits to pick up. Peppa does help you out, so you don't have to pick them all up, just the majority of them, and she will help you out. Once the 6 items are in the bin, when you get to the next screen with Grandpa, you'll see now that there are some footprints on the floor. Go to the middle of the footprints and press A and you'll start a cutscene and then you'll have to follow them to find out who made them. This is where our next achievement is going to pop. Watch the cutscene and we'll keep following the footsteps until we see who is doing them. You're going to be following the footsteps for a while and Peppa will pop in and say a few words now and then. Once you get to the end, you realise it was ducks that made the footsteps. Now, carry on watching the cutscene and our next achievement will pop.
Daddy Pig and George have come to have a lovely picnic in the forest.
Thankfully, this is back-to-back achievement, so our next one is coming up in 1 minute. The cutscene will carry on once you get the previous achievement, and you'll see the whole family walking over to the campsite. Once they get to the campsite, they are going to set up a picnic.
How about we go that way? This place seems about right, doesn't it? Can I have the basket, Daddy Pig?
When you get to the campsite, Daddy Pig will let us know that he's left the basket in the car. So, guess our next quest is to go and get that picnic basket.
I think I have left the picnic basket in the car.
Oh no, we will have to go and get it then. Perhaps you and Peppa could head back to the car and bring
This
it
one's
out.
really easy. All you have to do is keep walking left, do it for a few screens and you'll get back to the car. Once you get to the car, go over to it and press A and you'll pick up the picnic basket. Now, simply walk back to the campsite and the next cutscene will ensue.
Here's the basket. It smells delicious.
Thank you, you two. Let's all take a seat now.
Oops. I guess I'm a bit hungry.
Good job. You've brought the picnic basket back. And now Peppa's family can enjoy a delicious lunch in the forest.
A lot of time passes and you'll see that we've had our picnic. Now, I'll be honest, this game has a lot of cutscene and a lot of talking to sit through, just like now. There's not really a lot for us to do. All we have to do is wait until we can get control of our character once again.
Why, thank you.
Sadly, there is no cutscene skips or anything like that, so we've just got to grin and bear it.
What was that? Ducks! What are you doing here? Are you hungry too? Mummy, can we give them some food?
We could, but it seems there's only Daddy's sandwich left.
Oh.
Daddy! We have to give them some food!
Oh, all right. There you go, ducks.
I'm full!
Well, at least someone is.
After a short while, your school friends will pull up in the school bus, and then the campsite will turn into a full campsite with tents set up all over the place. This is the lead up to our next achievement. We're going to have to build the campfire. Now this one is really easy. All we have to do is collect sticks. This is very similar as what we was doing earlier with the recycling. But instead of recycling, we're going to find little twigs on the floor and bring them back to the fire pit.
Enough sticks for the campfire.
Sticks!
The first 3 sticks can be found in the campsite, 1 to the right of the fire and 2 to the left. If you grab 2, Peppa will grab the 3rd one, so that's quite handy. Then once you pick these 3 up, the teacher will tell us that we need to get a few more to start the fire. So now we're going to walk to the far left and go on to the next screen, and there is another 2 sticks for us to pick up. Thankfully, Peppa will pick up 1 and we'll pick up the other. Now, run it back to the fire, press A on it, and you'll place them both down. And this will unlock the achievement, collecting sticks for the campfire.
Let's get back to Madame Gazelle.
And that is our job complete in this area. All we have to do now is wait for the teacher and everyone to finish chatting. We also need to go over to the yellow tent and press A on it, and this will set up the tent. This is the last thing we need to do in the area. And then we go over to the fire and press A. And this will finalise the whole area with the final cutscene.
Children, who wants to hear a song?
Once the cutscene is over, we're going to walk to the left. We're going to see Grandpa Pig, and we're going to keep on going left over to Mummy Pig. Keep on walking left, and we'll get back to the hot air balloon. Simply ignore the hot air balloon and carry on going left, and we're going to go back over to our bikes. Go to the bikes and press A, and we'll ride off into the sunset.
Peppa's house.
Now, the next bit is a little bit long-winded as there is no achievement attached to it, but don't you worry, we'll get through it as quick as possible. Once we finish up riding our bikes, we'll get back to Peppa Pig's house. And now it's time to go to playgroup. From Peppa's house, we're going to go over to the red car and we're going to press A, and Mummy and Daddy Pig will drive us all the way to playgroup. Again, we have to control the car going down the road, so make sure you're pushing left. After that, we'll drive up to the playgroup. And now we can meet some of our school friends.
You have arrived at the playgroup, a place to learn.
Make your way up to the front door and press A. You'll get hit with a little cutscene to show everyone in the class and how they're all happy to see us. But very soon we'll take control of our character again. Walk up to the teacher and press A and another cutscene will start. And she will let us know that today is sports day. So we get to do a few little mini games to see if we can beat our friends. And here's a top tip, we do it with ease.
Is it your birthday?
No.
Once the cutscene is over, we'll find ourselves on a running track. And now we're going to let everyone eat our dust. Simply hold the stick to the right and you'll be running. Our character is a lot faster than everyone else. And in between the race, the bunny teacher does shout some stuff out to us. And this does close the gap a little bit with our enemies. But yeah, I don't think you can lose this race. So don't worry too much.
Very good, Peppa. And your friend is very fast. One last effort, children. You're almost at the finish.
As you can see, no one can hold a candle to me, and I just blast through. And guess who's number one? Us. Now we have to sit through another cutscene where they hand out trophies, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried that we wasn't going to get one, as she names them all with their first name, and I thought she was gonna go, who's this random guy? But no, we do get a trophy. She's nice like that.
Susie? Pedro? And you too, of course. Splendid! I hope we all learned about the importance of sports today.
But can we still run if it's not sports day?
Oh, of course.
You can always run. Running is
We are then going to find ourselves back in the classroom, and we're going to walk to the right hand side and walk outside of the playgroup. From here, we're going to go over to the school bus, and we're going to press A on that school bus, and it will take us to our next location. We'll have another little cutscene in the bus where the teacher talks to the workmen in the road, but once again, just let them have the chat, let it go through, and we'll take the side road and off to our next area. And that area is the museum, and that's where our next achievement is. So, let them have a little waffle, let the rhino do his work, and we can crack on. As soon as we pull up to the museum, we're going to want to head on inside, so go over to the door and press A. This will bring us into the first room with a bunch of crowns and kingly attire. We're going to ignore that completely. We can interact with quite a few things in this room, but keep going to the far right and we'll get into the second room. And that second room is dedicated to the dinosaurs. Once again, cute room that you can interact with some things, but we're going to push on to the next room to the right. And as soon as we walk into that room, we'll unlock Rocket to the Moon. And for this achievement, all you need to do is ride the rocket train. And a lot of this is in cutscenes, so the game just hands it over to us.
Rocket train. Mr. Rabbit is the tour guide. He knows a lot about the universe.
This bit is quite long-winded, as he does tell us all about all different planets as we ride in the roller coaster. But we're going to have to just grin and bear it.
Right, Peppa?
One thing this game does lack is a skip button, and I really wish there was one, but I understand why there isn't. So I'm just being a complainy pants. When you get to the end of the roller coaster, you'll get to this room here. You'll be able to interact with the hill in the middle of the room if you press A, and this will simulate the gravity on the moon. So you and Peppa can jump really high and bounce.
Be able to jump higher.
Again, this is not linked to any achievement, so this is, if you're after the achievements as quick as possible, this is a little bit of a time waste. But if you're here to explore, then check it out because it's quite cute. But if you're after the achievements, ignore this and walk to the right hand side and get to the next room.
Let's keep looking.
When we step outside, we will see the hot air balloon once again. Go over to it, press A, and she will give us a lift back to the forest. She does have a little chat with us, and as we're flying through the air, we also get another cutscene where a bird lands in our little basket. Again, have to grin and bear it, get through it as quick as possible, go make a drink, let it run. I don't know what to tell you, but this game is 90% cutscene. I understand why. It is a little kids game, and like the subject matter, like it does play like a Peppa Pig episode, which is really cool. But when you're trying to hunt achievements, it does feel like I'm watching an episode as opposed to playing one. But either way, 1,000 gamer score at the end of this, so I can't really complain, can I?
You little bird.
Chirp, chirp. Goodbye, little bird. Come visit us soon.
As soon as we land into the forest, we're going to go over to the left hand side and go over to the bikes. We're going to ride them back home. So, as you've done before, keep riding to the left hand side until we get to the next loading screen, and we'll be back at Peppa's house. Okay, now we're going to get the next achievement, and we're going to have to find our little brother's dinosaur. So to start this off, we're going to get back to Peppa's house, and we're going to go over to the front door, and we're going to press A to enter inside. From here, we'll find Daddy Pig in the kitchen, but we ignore him and keep on pushing right, and we'll find Mummy Pig in the front room.
Why don't we say hello to him?
Go over to the sofa and press A, and a mini cutscene will start where the little brother will run in crying and saying that he's lost his dinosaur. Now, our next quest is to find it.
What's the matter, George? Why are you crying? Dinosaur. Dinosaur.
What's that, George? You've lost Mr. Dinosaur? Don't worry, I'm sure it hasn't gone far. Could you have left it outside?
George and Peppa need your help to find Mr. Dinosaur. He must be.
Thankfully, there's not a lot we have to do for this achievement. We simply have to keep walking to the left-hand side until we make our way outside of the house, and this will trigger a cutscene. The little brother will point up into the tree and show that the dinosaur is stuck up there. The tree is a little bit too big for us, and we cannot reach him. So, what can we do? Get a ladder? Get a step? No, don't be silly. We're going to go back to the house, and we're going to talk to Daddy Pig, and he's going to get it for us.
See if we can get it down.
It seems that Mr. Dinosaur is very high up in the tree. Perhaps they could use the help of someone taller.
So, make your way back over to the house, go over to the door, press A, and it will open. And then we're going to make our way to the kitchen, which is downstairs and to the right once. Once we enter the kitchen, another cutscene will trigger, and Peppa will be telling Daddy Pig how we found the dinosaur, but we cannot reach it.
How did it ever get there?
So the cutscene plays out, and we run out of the house, and he will follow us, and then we'll show him where it is. Thankfully, he's nearly the same size as the tree, so as soon as he gets over, we'll get the achievement, Where's My Dinosaur? And that is another achievement under our belt.
Instead of trying to reach it, it will be easier to make him come down to us.
And how are we going to do that, Daddy? Dinosaur.
Well,
So now all we need to do is wait for Daddy Pig to shake the tree, and the dinosaur will fall out.
as that.
Again, this is a little bit of a long cutscene, so you have to wait a minute for them to stop talking. But they'll have a little chat, they'll have a little laugh afterwards, and it will cut straight back to Peppa Pig's house.
Good job. George got Mr. Dinosaur back, and everyone is having a great time.
Make our way back to the house, walking to the right, and then we're going to go over to the red car, and we're going to press A, and we're going to get into the car and go to our next area. Once again, drive to the left hand side in the car until you hit the loading screen. Also, funny how when you drive the left hand side there is no road works, it's only when you come back. It's as if they're waiting for us. When the car pulls up, we'll be back to the playgroup. This one's quite easy, we're going to have to save the school turtle. Once the car is parked up and we've got control of our character, we're going to walk to the right hand side and we're going to walk to the playgroup's playground. From here there are a bunch of stuff that we can interact with, but what we're going to be going to is the tree that is moving. Go up to the tree and press A and a cutscene will ensue. It will show that the school's turtle has climbed up the tree and is now stuck. Everyone's quite worried, so now we have to find help to get the little lad out the tree.
Tiddles the tortoise? What's he doing up the tree?
We need to get him down. Dr. Hamster will be so worried that he's missing.
Yes, but how do we do that? It's too high up.
Let's get Madame Gazelle. She'll know what to do.
Madame Gazelle will know what to do to get Tiddles the tortoise.
This one's quite easy, so now all we have to do is backtrack to the playgroup, go inside, so go up to the door and press A. Then we're going to make our way up to the teacher. Press A on her and let her know that we've found the turtle.
Madame Gazelle. Tiddles the tortoise is stuck in the tree.
Oh no!
It will cut to the tree once again, and now she will let us know that she can't reach him.
Hang on, Tiddles!
There's a ladder right
So
beside
the next quest is we need to find a step or a ladder to help her up.
you. Use it to get
So now what we're going to do is walk back to the playgroup once again. So we're going to go to the left hand side and we'll see the ladder just perched up on the playgroup wall. Go up to it and press A.
Here it is.
Once you've pressed A, Peppa will inform us that we've found the ladder and the achievement will pop. And that achievement is helping Tiddles the tortoise. Now all we need to do is watch the teacher use ladder to go up the tree and bring it back down to safety. And that is another achievement under our belt.
Down, shall we?
Now wait till the cutscene to finish and we can move on to the next one.
There you go, Tiddles. No more climbing today.
Hooray!
I'll call Dr. Hamster and tell her Tiddles is safe. Thank you all. You did a wonderful job. Now, let's make sure Tiddles doesn't climb up again. Tiddles? Gone again?
Tiddles.
Good job. Now Tiddles is safe and everyone is having a great time.
Once that cutscene is over, we'll be able to take control of our character. So go back to the playgroup and then go over to the red car and press A. We are now going to make our way back to Peppa Pig's house. Drive down the road as quick as you can, get to the loading screen, and then we'll pull back up to the house.
Peppa's house.
Okay, now we're going to be on our last achievement. We are finally there. Once we jump out of the red car, we're going to go over to the front door and press A. We're going to make our way up the stairs to Peppa's room. Here, it will start a cutscene where the whole family will come in and let us know that we're going to go on a fun trip. And that trip is to take us to Potato City. It is a theme park in the town and we get super excited about it. And our last achievement is simply just to go to Potato City. So, watch this little cutscene of them having a little chat and then we'll jump into the car.
And because you've been so good, we've decided to take you both to Potato City.
I love Potato City.
Oh, Potato City, here we come.
Daddy Pig, didn't you get a bit dizzy last time you got on the potato rocket?
Yes, well, I'm sure it won't happen this time.
Daddy Pig, you never learn.
Potato City is a magical place full of exciting things where Mr. Potato himself will teach you the importance of vegetables.
Go to the car when you're ready and we'll be on our way.
When the cutscene finishes, you'll find yourself in the red car and you'll be driving to Potato City. Make your way to the left hand side, hit that loading screen, the next thing you know, you'll be at Potato City. Now, once again, we'll be going into a cutscene. Who would have thought it, eh? Let the family have a little chat, then eventually a potato character will appear.
To explore
He'll have a little chat with us and get us hyped up for the theme park, and all we have to do is watch this little cutscene and our final achievement will pop. So, don't despair, we are so close to the end, we've got another 30 seconds to go.
Potato City! Have you come to have fun?
Yes, yes.
Have you come to explore?
Yes, yes.
Have you come to learn about the importance of eating fruit and vegetables at least 5 times a day?
Yes.
Fantastic! Then you are going to have a lot of fun. Remember to visit the whole park. There are plenty of things to do.
As soon as we get control of our character again, the achievement will pop, and that is our final one, and that is Peppa Pig 100%, all sorted, all done, and we can move on to our next title. It wasn't as bad as I first thought either, so this one was quite a fun one to get, so I hope this one helped you out also. So I don't think you need the guide for all of the achievements, but a couple you might miss. There is a little bit more to the game, but I didn't go that far. I've pretty much stopped the second I got my last achievement. So if you do press on, I assume you go into the theme park and ride a bunch of rides and have fun. But this is where my walkthrough stops, as we're at 100% now. And since we're at 100%, there's no need for us to carry on. We are done. I'm not that fussed to see the ending. I'm quite happy with my 1000 gamer score. And that is the end of my walkthrough. Thank you so much for watching. If I helped you out in any way, please hit that like button and also let me know down in the comments which bits I helped you out on. If you're looking for any more Game Pass walkthroughs, then check out my channel. I've got some of the newer games on lock, so I've got Umarangi Generation, and I've also done a new one on Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So if you follow them guys, you'll get an extra 2000 gamer score for your account. But until next time guys, I've been Morvi, and I'll see you later.